baseline of what I'm supposed to do is, retain it and be able to spit it out, and then be able to kind of do my best to coach it on the field and help these guys where I can. And I think walkthrough is extremely important. I try to take it pretty serious and make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to do.
Dan said you're playing your best ball of your career. I feel like he said that honestly each of the last 3-4 seasons here.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra was saying on his podcast that everything's up here for you. You don't wear it on the wristband, and all these compliments from your teammates and coaches. We've all had bad coworkers and teammates, but for your guys, your people to speak so highly of you, how does that hit you?
Yeah, it's awesome. That means a ton coming from those guys, and I feel good. I am definitely helped out by a lot of great players around me, great coaches around me, and doing my best to do my job.
The league is so volatile at quarterback play, with people excited by the pizzazz, the big plays, the risk reward. You've made a career for yourself, and a really good one, of being consistent. When you look across the league and you see guys getting successful big plays like that, but then also failing out, is that a reminder to you to stay the course of the career you've built?
Yeah, I just try to stay in my lane and do what I'm supposed to do each play, and play each play in a vacuum, to some extent. Obviously the situation of the game is going to change some things, but go through my reads, see what the defense is presenting, and try to attack them where I see fit. And I just try to get better every week.
Hey Jared, Dan's reading glasses made headlines last week. Any thoughts on his fashion statement on the sidelines?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him wear them before, so I don't think we were shocked. But either make the font maybe a little bit bigger, or he's going to keep wearing those glasses.
What's it like to have Dan in your helmet calling plays?
It's great. He did a good job. Yeah, he's steady Eddie, and I thought he was great.
Jared told us about the right before the JMO play that you could see Dan being a little frustrated on the sidelines because he didn't think he got all the call in. Can you kind of tell us your perspective of how that play went down? Did you get the full play call?
Yes, I believe so. I think there was a couple shifts in motions on that play, and I kind of was just like, hey, just line up, because I knew we were late in the huddle. I can't remember if the whole thing came in or not, but I heard most of it and was able to get us out of the huddle and then lined up correctly. And sometimes, if I love the play so much, I'm like, guys, line up. Like, I don't want them to call timeout. Like, let's get this thing snapped. And I had a pretty good feeling about that one. So I was like, screw the motions and the shifts. Like, let's just get lined up and snap it. And sure enough, JMO ran a great route and scored.
Is it common for like half of a play call to come in before that 15-second thing comes off?
Yeah, it happens, man. It does. And certainly when you're on the road and it's loud, and that could be a challenge. And that'll certainly be a challenge this week, too, with their crowd noise. And, I try to do my best to study and know if I hear one word, I can kind of get the rest of it, and because that's how it is sometimes.
Jared, it did seem like you were maybe getting to the line a little bit earlier last week compared to the first 8 games. I don't know if that's just like anecdotal, but could you feel the calls coming in a little bit more quickly from Dan?
I don't know if I'm going to compare that or contrast that. I thought it was pretty similar.
Campbell said he loves the atmosphere in a place like Philly. Are you looking forward to
it'll be great.
beer and batteries being thrown at you?
I don't think they'll do any of that. I know that may have happened in the past. But, it'll be great. It'll be fun. It'll be ruckus. We've played in those environments. This will be another one of those. Sunday Night Football, previous champ, like everything you want. And they'll bring it. We'll bring it. It'll be fun.
I got over here a little late, but obviously your teammate Jameer Gibbs, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Just when you're around a young player like him, what's making him so unique? And a lot of these awards, a lot of things he's doing. What's making him, really break out this year?
He's good at kind of everything. Obviously, his speed jumps out right away, and we can get him, on the perimeter on some things. It's pretty impressive what he can do. And but then out of the backfield with his hands and his route running ability is getting so much better. It's hard to imagine, where the ceiling is for this guy. So he just keeps getting better, and it's fun to work with him.
Jared, how you had offensive flow last week and kind of getting back in the flow. How much was the ability to access the play action game early and often based off of the running game and everything kind of working in sync?
That's always something that we're trying to get to, and has been a hallmark of us when we've been good on offense is typically the play actions working. Anytime we can get to those plays and get them into the right coverages and get our guys, doing what they're supposed to do, and then ultimately the protection up front is the most important, and leads to some pretty good plays for us.
Jared, how do you keep that defense honest this week?
Yeah, you just got to play hard and do our thing. They're a good defense. They're well coached. They're very sound. They do a lot of things right. They got really good players. They're the Super Bowl champs last year for a reason, and we'll have our hands full, but we're ready.
Jared, we talk about JMO being so dangerous down the field, right? How you got to play safety over the top of that speed. We saw last week how those crossers can be just as dangerous in those. And some of the coverage they were doing with Saint kind of opened up some of those opportunities. When you see that, just how dangerous is he in
Yeah.
his crossers and stuff? Could you utilize that?
Sure. I mean, anytime we get him the ball on the move, gosh, it's hard to stop. And no matter what coverage it is, obviously we'd love to hit him over the top as much as possible, but those crossing routes are just as good for him. And he gets out there on the edge, man coverage, zone coverage, whatever it is. He does a good job with it.